Phi coefficient, usually since there are two variables, each of them would be 0 and 1. I can have a 2 by 2 contingency table as well. So it can be a 2 by 2 contingency table. So it could be gender, male or female, property right, yes or no. Okay, so it could be a 2 by 2 contingency table that I can draw, and based on that the phi coefficient, which could have a minimum value of 0, maximum value of 1, can be defined. And then we also calculate the phi square, the phi coefficient with a simple formula, which is root of chi square divided by n. Since so far we have not covered chi square would come in our later classes when we would be talking about non-parametric tests in detail. We would understand this analysis there again, but just a formula for you to know as of now. Phi coefficient is nothing but root of chi square divided by n. So chi square divided by n, root of that would be phi coefficient, and phi indicates that I am using natural dichotomous variable. So where do we apply point biserial? Let's say I have a case study which is given. Now, since we know all the forms of special correlations, all the forms of simple correlations, we know if there are two variables, first of all, I would see whether I could divide those into categories or not. If I cannot divide those into categories, I would use one of the methods, which is of the simple correlation. If I can rank those, I would use either Spearman rank or Kendall-Tau. If I can divide those into categories, I can use point biserial, I can use phi coefficient, I can also use tetrachoric correlations. So we would understand that as a while. But again, as I said, the phi coefficient which was given by Kramer shows that if the degree, I would also find out the degree of freedom in this case, and then again I would see the values which are tabulated and calculated, and then find out the relation, and based on that we would see whether the null hypothesis would be accepted or rejected. So again, there can be two types of correlations that we focus on: polychoric and tetrachoric. Tetrachoric is simply a subset of the polychoric correlation. Tetrachoric is where there are two continuous variables, but those two continuous variables are expressed as binary variables or dichotomous variables. Understand this carefully. Under polychoric, there are again two continuous variables, but there are two ordered categories. One could be an ordered category, one could be a binary category. So there is what we call as polychoric, but under tetrachoric, it would be a continuous data which would have binary variables. I give you a very simple example. I understand, I am trying to study the attitude towards driving and attitude towards females, let's say. So in the first case, when I am saying attitude towards driving, I can have sample of population which can have various kind of attitudes towards driving. Okay, so some could have positive association, some could have negative association. There can be variety of attitudes that people have towards driving, but out of all those I just take two. And similarly, when I'm talking about attitude towards female, out of all those I just take two. So what I'm trying to do, both of these are continuous variables, but those continuous variables I am transforming into a binary variable. And when I am transforming that continuous variable into a binary variable, that's an artificial dichotomous variable. And since it is an artificial dichotomous variable, what I would understand is I would try to actually form a relation between the two. Okay, and that's how we understand the tetrachoric relationship. Okay, now according to the Pearson's study, we are trying to define the continuous variable, but I repeat again, those continuous variable I am dividing into binary variable. It's an extremely important concept. So far we were not doing it. In the case of point biserial, there was one continuous. I'm just mentioning a table here again to make it clear. So the first one is point biserial. The second one is biserial. The third one is phi, and the fourth one is tetrachoric. Okay. Now, two variables, how would they behave? Point biserial, one is continuous, the other is naturally occurring dichotomous. So it could be male, female, urban, rural. The second one is continuous, the other is artificially dichotomous. So it could be mood, happy mood, sad mood, but there could be various ranges of mood. I am not including that. Okay. Phi coefficient, both of them are naturally dichotomous variables. Tetrachoric, both of them are continuous but represented as artificial dichotomous. So they are continuous but represented as artificial dichotomous. So both of them would be represented as artificial dichotomous values. Okay.